All right, good morning and happy Monday to you. A new edition of Catching Up with Tommy Mac, brought to you by Team Tommy Mac via the 1010XL podcast studios. I'm doing this one from home. We'll focus on the Jags and the Steelers' first preseason game. I'll go through it. Mostly first team, a little bit of second team, mostly the first half, a little bit of the second half. Some guys making plays, obviously, that are trying to make the team. We'll go over it, though, and even play by play. Some good, some not so good, some I have questions about. Again, first preseason game, so you can't get too carried away. On the other side of that, Pittsburgh did start their O-line. That was their starters. Their D-line had a few out there. Linebackers had one, maybe. DBs, same kind of deal, one or two. I think the corner and the safety were starters. So, look, they're big names right out there. I don't know how our offense would do against their defensive line. Who knows? I don't know. All you can go by is what we watched this past Saturday. You play who you play. I thought overall, it was fine. It was fine. You guys, look, I expect Travis Hunter to make the tackle. Don't bitch and moan to me when I make fun of the fact that his face hits the turf. He grabs his helmet right away, and then he spends time because he's probably embarrassed. He probably never had that happen. It's not a shot on him. It just is what it is. And I know that, unfortunately, know the feeling of missing a tackle and wanting it to go away. And you're almost like, man, I hope nobody saw that. But we did see it, and it's not a big deal. But he does have to make that tackle. He's going to be counted on to make that. So first one, not a big thing. I said he stiffed arm to the ground. He pushed his head down a little bit. His head did hit the turf. To me, that's pushing his head down into the turf. But whatever. Is this what it's going to be like too? I mean, is this Trevor Lawrence 2.0? You can't say anything critical about the kid. You want to hear the good stuff? I'll give you the good stuff. He was great in coverage, very sticky. Travis Hunter, no doubt about that. Ran some good routes, made some good catches. Nothing. I don't think. Look. What was dynamic and spectacular was that he was playing both ways, and there is no question about that. No question. I don't know if any of his plays were dynamic. He did fine. He was good. There was nothing, really negative to say other than missing that tackle, which, again, we're not going to make too big of a deal of it, but that wasn't Derrick Henry. He's going to be counted on that. He's going to be the force. He's just going to make sure that guy gets turned in and not break out to the outside. But overall, a good outing. I was watching Brian Baldinger's breakdowns, and I love Baldy. I know Baldy's cool dude. He's really good. The one play where Travis kind of slipped, he would have beat him to the first down. You don't know that. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. Maybe he would have. Maybe he wouldn't have. I don't know. I'm waiting to see it instead of, trying to guess when he's going to do it. But I think, he's going to be a good player. There's no doubt. He is dynamic because he can play both ways. But, gosh, get the panties out of the wad. The second I fucking give them any kind of critique, you're going to cry about it, this ain't going to end well for you. Or me, for that matter. Listen, nobody wants this team to win more than me, so just shut up with your baby talk. I don't even want to hear it, and I'm going to keep going on like I normally do. All right, first team units. Defense was bad. They were. Offense was okay overall. Defense looked a lot like last year. No pressure. Coverage was off. Tyson Campbell did not have a good day. Lloyd didn't look good. And look, you look good in practice, and then you go to a game, and you're like, now you don't. It's not the end all, say all, but that's why practice isn't. You can only weigh practice so much. You can. It's important. You got to practice, and you got to be productive in practice. But the game's everything. And the first team defense was bad, okay? There was no rush, no interior push. The run game was fine, although they didn't really try it too much. It was their old first team O-line, so, whatever. But Rudolph killed you, and so did Skylar Thompson. I mean, both these guys averaged over 8 yards a throw. 8.4 yards for Mason Rudolph, 8.3 yards for Skylar Thompson, which means what? Their receivers had time to get down the field, and the quarterback had plenty of time to throw the ball down the field. And they were on pretty much target, 6 or 7. Oh, no, that was Trevor. Hang on. Rudolph was 9 of 10. Thompson, 20-28. Again, against backups for Thompson, but not Rudolph. Not at all. We'll go through the play-by-play. I will. Some of the calls I didn't like on defense. I didn't. There was a third, and I'll go through it. What was that? A third and 4 maybe? It was a 3rd and 2. And they do an easy pitch and catch. Rudolph to the receiver. I don't even know what the fuck his name is. And you got Tyson Campbell 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 2. Listen, cover 3 sucks, okay? It just does. Now, I'm seeing a little cover 4 underneath with cover 3 in the back. I don't know, man. Cover 3 to me is prevent. You're just keeping everything in front of you. You know, don't let them beat you deep. But it doesn't work if you don't pressure the QB. You're always going to get picked on. I don't get it. So that's got to be better. And again, it's Coach Campanelli's first time. I'm not going to harp on it too hard, but I didn't like that. Dropping Josh Hines-Allen into coverage and only rushing 3. What was that? That was 2nd and 19. You know, why? Rush the guy. That's what he's here for, to rush. Don't get cute. I mean, and by the way, you didn't replace him. You ain't getting there with 3. Trayvon's your best one. You ain't getting there. You ain't getting there in 3, man. I'm sorry, just not. I didn't like that. All day long to throw. Easy pitch and catch. Lloyd, he's got to stay on number 2. I don't know why let's go number 2. It's his guy. So I don't know. That's annoying. Here we go again. Again, first game, so I'm not going to get too hyped on it. What else we got here? Oh, the touchdown to that big tight end Washington, number 80. You're in cover 3 again. Now Tyson has to come over and make the play. The Rudolph looks off the safety. Murray, he takes a step. He goes back. Foye gets no depth. You got no rush. Cover 3 in the red zone. I don't know, man. You got to dictate. You can't read and react in the red zone. You got to dictate. So hopefully that was just to see what's going on, but it failed miserably. I mean, to be honest with you, your defense sucked. It did. First team sucked. You got killed. They went right down on you, no problem. Mason Rudolph. I mean, they didn't have, other than their line and maybe a tight end, they didn't have any of their starters, and they just went right down on the field on us. So that's disappointing. The offense was okay. It was okay. Look, what happened to this dedication to the running game? 2 runs, 2 called runs. He had to do a trick play on the jet sweep, which is fine. Listen, they've been doing that play all camp, and it's worked every time. So I don't mind that. But I get it. You didn't want to go 3 and out in your first outing. I wouldn't either. So throw the trick play in there. Fine, you get the first down. But only 2 runs. ETN misses a hole on his second one. Gosh damn, it was just right off the tackle's ass. Missed that. Tank missed a big hole in the second quarter to the left. He could have bounced out. Was it to the left or to the right? He missed a hole. He did. These guys got to get better at that, man. That hole opens up. You got to see that entire vision, right? I mean, ETN just went front side. He didn't even look backside. You got to see that guy's crashing down, and you can cut off right off his butt and get some positive yards. So, other than that, the offensive line was good. It's so funny. I saw where the Pittsburgh Steelers put up Jack Sawyer's big play. It was a 3-yard gain by Trevor. I think Trevor left early. I do. We'll go through it. But, he made a play, but it was not a sack. And why do we have to chip Jack Sawyer? That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, when you have a left tackle you can't count on, you got to chip the fucking guy. And I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be swearing on this thing. I'm not. That doesn't come from, I'm looking at my wife. It doesn't come from my wife. It comes from 1010XL. I'm very sorry. I'll try to keep the F-bombs to a minimum. But, that's not good. That's not good. A couple things were okay. What am I looking for? Yeah, why do you got to chip Sawyer? I mean, already you got to chip for your left tackle. Because why? Because you don't trust your left tackle. And he barely even chipped him. Get him out in the route. Throw it to him. All right, let's go through it. And I'll go through, I wrote some other notes, like just players that stood out. I didn't watch the whole second. I watched some. I watched it, but I didn't sit down and rewind too much. I did on the old line. I watched Wyatt Milam a few times. I want to see more of him. I definitely want to see more of that kid out there for sure. All right, Jags first drive. Steelers had a few starters in, a couple defensive tackles, a backer, and a safety, it looked like. Maybe a corner as well. First and 10, false start, Anton. Okay? So let me just, look, nerves, maybe. You're not going against T.J. Watt. You're not going against any of their stud pass rushers, but you false start. So is your head in the game, or are you just, too excited? Could be either one. First and 15. Quick throw to Brian Thomas, right side, 8 yards. Perfect. Good play, good pocket. It was quick. Doga, he got beat inside, but he recovered and helped out. You can't beat that throw, I don't think. If it's put in the right spot, those out patterns, I don't care if it's Travis, if it's BT, whoever, they're going to win those. And if you put them in the right spot on time, it's very hard to defend. So that was a good one. ETN, right side, on 2nd and 7, gets 2 yards. The linebacker's free. Great kick out block by Ezra. So he had to choose between 41 and whoever. He didn't hit 41. 41 makes the play. But he had a great kick out. I wish he would have hit 41. It would have been better. Happened so quick. All right, 3rd and 5. Quick throw to 12. Good pocket. 4 yards. Yeah. He's got to go past the sticks, though, on that. That's to Travis Hunter. Right? I mean, it's 3rd and 4. Get across the sticks, then come back. Plenty of time, though. Let's see. 4th and 1 was the end of round. Great run. Saw it in camp a lot. No problem. 1st and 10. Play action to Brian Thomas. Broken up. Big hit on Brian Thomas. Hunter Long was late on his block. Pass was fine. I know safety made a great play. He led him a little bit. And look, this is very hard because a lot of times you do want to lead your wide receiver, right? Throw him open. You got to see that safety. So the only critique, again, I don't have a problem. I think the safety made a great read, great play. I think there'd been a collision no matter where Trevor put the ball. Okay, so let me be clear on that. There would have been a collision, there's no doubt. If he puts it more on the player and not in front, the player can sit down and avoid that hit, the magnitude of the hit, if that makes sense. So little tidbit there. Don't see that safety. He's coming down, throw it at him, boom. Easier said than done, and I know we've been critical on anticipation and throwing it on time and all that. I really don't have a problem to throw it all. I'm just being nitpicky, which again, it's whatever. But great play by the safety. And it wasn't a hospital. Where do people come up with these stupid terms? Hospital. It's a hospital ball, I swear. I don't know where this shit comes from, but it's absolutely stupid, in my opinion. He didn't lead him that much to where you're like, what the hell are you doing? Anyway, let's move on. 2nd and 10. Pass to Strange over the middle. Got time, got a pocket. This was Trevor's best play and throw, without a doubt. He looks to his right, can't see him, sees Strange, flicks it, dart, perfect. I mean, it was perfect. That was his best play of the night, I thought. And it was a really good one. You could tell the progression, right? 1 to 2, has time, makes a throw. Boom, now we're cooking. Yeah, I really like that one. Great catch by Strange. Great pass by Trevor. Great read. Great second. All of it. That was, to me, that was the best play of probably the whole first team, on offense. Let's see. First down. Yeah. Run ETN left side. He missed the cutback off Anton. Come on, Travis. See that damn thing. You can see it. It's right in front of you. You can see that guy crashing down. Get right off his butt, and you got some good yards there. 2nd and 8. Screen to ETN. Great play. Great call. And Doga had a great block. And look, ETN's awesome in the open field. Get him more opportunities. Travis blocking downfield. That was very impressive. He's not a soft guy at all. And I wasn't saying that about the missed tackle. I mean, his head hit the turf. Bing, and then he grabs his head. Hey, welcome to the NFL, maybe. I don't know. But nonetheless, we expect him to do better, and he will. Let's see. But blocking downfield was good. All right, 1st and 10. Quick screen to Travis for 7 yards. Illegal block in the back on 70. They said 72. I rewinded the block. It wasn't Walker. It was Ezra. Yeah, that's tic-tacky. I liked it. I like the I think Ezra's very physical. He's playing physical football. So is Adoga. I like them both. He got 7 on that, called back though for holding. Quick throw to Parker Washington, 5 yards. Good job. I mean, look, quick out. You can do it. Put in the right spot. Give only your wide receiver a shot to catch it, and it's hard to cover, especially when it is on time. All right, 2nd and 15. All right, so I thought he left a little early. I did. He had, he had Parker over the middle, although Parker wasn't looking at him, so I get why he took off. He did have Etienne as a check down to his left. I just thought he left a little bit early. I wonder what they say inside in the film room. I like the way Adoga finishes that block. Ezra picked up a block. Etienne chips. I don't know why you got a chip. I know why I got a chip. I know why I got a chip, and I can't stand it, but whatever. All right, so they get, 3 on the scramble. I have no problem with Trevor taking off the run at all, and he can do it all day long. I want him to do it more. Just obviously got to make sure he doesn't get whacked, but I thought he left a little early on that one. 3rd and 12. Drop back. Hunter gets it for 8. I saw Baldy. He would have broken it. Excuse me. Who knows? Give me a break. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. And that'd be great. He's the pick for a reason. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Offense. All of that. Okay. Great. I love it. I hope he can live up to all of it. But to sit here and be like, he would have. No, there's no woulda, coulda, and shoulda in football, at least in my opinion. All right, so overall, Cam Little. You know what? He's on my last of the notes, but star of the show, man. I rewatched the 70-yarder, and I said to my wife, they're lined up on the opposite 40, and she's doing her work, and I'm watching the TV, watching the game on the TV, the replay, and I'm like, babe, look how far this, before he kicked it, it was crazy. But nonetheless, what a fantastic kick by Cam Little. 4-4. He's a star of the show. Biggest hit goes to Logan Cook, our punter. Way to go, fellas. That's right. Logan had a big hit on punt. No question about that. All right, so there you go. 3-0. Not bad. I will say on the 3rd and 12, take a shot in the end zone. What do you got to lose? It's the first preseason game. Like, you had 2 guys going deep. I think they were running 7 routes. Then the outside guys came in. Fine. It's a fine, but go for the score. Why wouldn't you just go for it? Again, it's nitpicky because then you'd be like, well, Tom, you got to take what's given. Okay, I get that. He had time, though, to at least take a shot. I think Brian Thomas was running 7 on the top of the screen or post. I can't remember, but he was one-on-one. Just throw it to him. Give him a shot. And I don't know what Travis was doing on the other side, but Travis got the ball. Never mind. He was on the inside of Brian Thomas. So anyway, 3-0. There you go. All right, Steelers' first drive. Oh gosh, defense, you suck. Sucked. You don't suck, but you were terrible. Terrible. We need some beef up front, guys. We need beef. And Trayvon, Josh Hines-Allen didn't do much. I love how, and I love Josh. I love every player that's good for the most part, but I love how Josh is like, oh, you guys are tripping. Listen, man, you guys are 4-13. You sit there in camp like, oh, he's the best in the business. No, he's not. None of you are. I'm sorry, but you're not. Maybe the wide receivers are. Maybe Brian Thomas is, but you're not best. You're one of the, maybe, no, not maybe. You're one of the best. Don't act like you're bad. That's what drives me nuts. All that talk, and you go out there and let the Steelers run up and down on you all whatever possession long. So I don't want to hear it. Show me, man. Steelers' first drive. Pass over the middle. Complete all day long. 19 yards. Lloyd's late pressure, but doesn't matter. Jarian gets called for holding. It gets declined. Pitch and catch. Easy breezy. Campbell in coverage. Not a good day for Tyson Campbell. Not a good day. 1st and 10. Drop back. Because they declined the penalty. Play action pass. Crossing route. He's got all day. Dewey makes a good play just sitting there in zone. Good play. He probably could have waited a little bit longer to see what else happened, but he got the ball out quick. 2nd and 7, quick screen for 5 yards. 3rd and 2. Hurry up. Offense. Quick throw. That's complete. Tyson Campbell is lined up 8 yards off the receiver. 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 2. What is that? That is horseshit, is what that is. He'll never win. No, what do they call? They call, I forget the, hurry, it's some quick, call. And all the guy has to do is run a 2-yard route and turn around because the guy's so far off. So that was bad. And I don't blame that on Tyson. I blame it on the coverage call. Like, what are you calling? Don't call cover 3 when it's 3rd and short. My gosh, it's just unbelievable. Don't call cover 3 anyway. I hate cover 3. I do, especially with no rush. It makes no sense. I know the Legion of Doom, right. You got to have a pass rush to go with it. We do not. At least not yet. Okay. 1st and 10, outside run for 2. Eric Murray made a nice shoestring tackle. 2nd and 9, I guess it was for 1 then. Dump off, left side. Penalty, illegal hands to Steelers. That was at right tackle. 2nd and 19, here we go. Drop, Josh Hines Allen into coverage. Rush 3. He's got all day long to throw. All day. Easy pitch and catch. 15 yards. It's Lloyd's guy. That's number 2's right there. I don't know why he jumps off him. Stay on your guy. Look, for the record, when you play zone, guy comes into your zone. He's your man. Make sense? So it is the, what's up, Chase? It is, right? You play zone. Guy comes into my zone. I don't just sit there. I go get him. And I got to make sure they're not over, high-lowing me and guys coming behind me. Got to be able to see all that stuff. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. So they rush 3 all day long. 3rd and 4. Right tackle, run. A run. Okay. Bad play by Tyson Campbell. So he's not playing corner in this. He's playing like 8 in the box. Go watch it. He's got a free hit to the running back. Johnson. Free hit. Nobody's blocking him. Nobody's blocking him. Lloyd had a bad read. That center came right out of him. He jumped behind him. He shouldn't have. Foye was a little late to his read. But regardless, he ends up making the play after the first down. But regardless, Tyson Campbell's got a free shot on the man in the box. You got to make that hit. He doesn't. Whiffed. Bad night for Tyson Campbell. Sorry, Tyson, bad. You're a free hitter. You got to make that hit. 1st and 10. Play action. Crossing route to Robert Woods. Oh, yeah, that was man-to-man. So Tyson again. Robert Woods goes into motion. Tyson goes with him. And then Robert Woods comes underneath everybody. And instead of going over the top to catch him, Tyson tries to go through the wash. Gets behind. Robert Woods gets the catch. First down. First down. Or not a first down. 4 yards. Sorry. But he's got to be better at that. Listen, that's how they set you up. They see you're in man. They're going to throw the guy back where you were, and you got to get through the wash. What's the wash? Everybody else standing there looking at their guy and who they're going to handle. So you either got to go underneath or you got to go around. He chose underneath. He was wrong. You got to go up top on that situation. Anyway, Robert Woods. Not a big deal, but 4 yards. Got to be on your coverage. 2nd and 6. Here we go. I was going to say the F-bomb, but I won't. Play action pass. All day long to throw. This is the touchdown to Washington, number 80. Down the seam. We're in a cover 4 underneath concept with a cover 3 behind. In the red zone. Foye doesn't get enough depth. He just kind of takes 2 steps and jumps. I don't think he's a high jumper as Travis Hunter. We've got to carry that more. It wasn't Tyson's responsibility. He's playing outside in. The safety goes to the other way because he gets looked off. Just bad play call. Cover 3? No. Cover 3 sucks. It does. Unless you're a dominant up front, which we are not, it's never going to work. Okay, let me, just a few notes here that I wrote down looking through the rest. Just guys that kind of stood out to me, okay? Mannheim, the rookie out of USC. He's scrappy. He was playing guard next to Fortner, who's the second center, it looks like, but I like the way this Mannheim kid plays the game. He's a scrappy blocker. Wormley, his pass pro, he's got to get better than that. I think he might struggle with a quick move, but that's all right. He's our back end. Savage was making plays, then beat on the seam route. Again, that cover 4 can be tricky when number 2 goes vertical. Who's got him? Well, he should have had him, and he didn't. He got by him, and number 34 made a play. And then Muhammad's man-to-man, he goes outside. The roundabout, well, you got to come underneath on that one and get on the guy's hip. Easy touchdown. Not good for either one of those guys. I thought Bigsby they're all running hard. I'll get to Toot in a minute. But Bigsby and Etienne missed holes Saturday night. And they did it last year too, man. They could see that damn hole and hit it. Let's see, Trenton Irwin drops, obviously the one, then catches TD. We'll see where he ends up. Rayon Lane, great. Number 25 on the Navy, made some plays in the secondary, made some plays in special teams. Mullins is okay. He missed too many. The one to Parker, you got to lead him, and you had a big game, if not a touchdown. Missed that round. Tootin runs very violent and fast. I like that kid. I want to see more. Antonio Johnson, physical against the run. I want to see that more. Danny Strigow, undrafted free agent out of Minnesota, making a name for himself, moving up the depth chart, getting a strip sack. Travis Hunter, sticky in coverage, no doubt. He can cover. He can cover. I know you guys are going to give him smooth the thing. Whatever. He covered his guy deep. It was a great team effort. Got to make the tackle. So I know you'd be like, it's not a big deal, and it isn't. Got to make the tackle. I think that might have been a little. It's kind of like Wyatt Milam in practice. Wyatt got taken for a ride by Smoot, and I mean like bad. It was terrible. It was almost like, oh gosh, I hope he didn't get hurt. Now I like Wyatt Milam. I like the way. You know what I like about him? When he drops back into his pass pro at tackle, he's in this linebacker hit mode. Go watch his lean. I like it. I like that. He's not up like this. He's like, come on. Come get me. You know what I mean? Come at me. And I think he's going to be a good player. I do. I think he's scrappy. I think he's tenacious. I think we need that. I don't know where you fit him yet. I'm not ready to replace anybody yet. And I don't think he's a guard. I'm playing him at tackle. So I might play him at left. What did he play? He played left end. He must play mostly left. But I like him. I like him a lot. I thought he was he stood out to me. Who else have we got on here? Travis got to make tackle. We've been through that. So good. Tootin runs fast. I love that. Violent. So cover 3. Jordan Jefferson, explosive off the ball. Now, I know he made a mistake, but I like the way he comes off the ball. He's violent with his get-off, which is good. I like that. I want to make sure I got everybody here. The final thing is seam routes. Are they going to be a problem in cover 3? They will be if you have no pressure. I'm telling you right now. And I hope, and I know he plays a lot of cover 3, but I can't stand cover 3. It's good in prevent. We just want to keep everything, and I hate prevent, to be honest with you, because every team just marches right down the field. Why? Because there's no pressure, and there's always holes in zone. It doesn't matter. It could be, it's hard to be sticky for a long time. Nice, good water. All right, so that's my outlook, at least. For now, yeah, Kaiser was okay. I saw, my man Dwayne, you mentioned it. Yeah, he was all right. He was all right. He made some plays. Nothing major, but he made some plays. So overall, fine. It was fine. It's fine. Look, you're going to learn from it. They got to get better at some things. There's no doubt. I want to see more shots down the field. I do. I want to see Trev take those shots. I think we've got the weaponry to do it. I loved his throw to Strange again. I thought that was beautiful. Defense, man, quit talking. because you ain't that good. You ain't the best in the biz. You ain't anything right now. You're absolutely jack shit in my book. You haven't done anything. So quit your talking like how good. And again, we get so caught up in practice. And we're like, oh my gosh, look at him. He's playing great. Tyson Campbell, perfect example. And I like Tyson for the record. This isn't a personal shot, but perfect example. He's had a tremendous camp. Tyson Campbell has had a tremendous camp. He led the way a lot this camp in contesting balls, doing all that stuff. But guess what? He had a bad game. He did. He did not look good. I saw he's not out there practicing or wasn't out there early. I hope he's okay. But he's got to be better. If he's going to be one of our starters, he's got to be a lot better than he was on Saturday night. You want to give him a pass? It's fine. I don't care. It's only the preseason, so you can't get too carried away. The rest of them, look, you got a game under your belt. So I expect next game to be better for everybody. And hopefully that happens so we can roll into week 3. Not really worried about, who our starters are somewhere or where. I think I'm giving Wyatt Milan a shot. By the way, both lines played well, I thought, offensive lines. Fred Johnson played fine. The up front was fine. Yeah, thanks, Harry. It was wide open. Seam routes and skinny posts. Yeah, well, you cover 3, you'll leave those holes open for sure. But I thought both O-lines played pretty well. And then, we already talked about the defense. So, nonetheless, 0-1 in the preseason. Don't care about the score. Care about my starters and care about my backups that are going to make the team. So, we'll keep an eye on everything. Wish you the best out there. All the best. And all you negative, you can't hurt me, you little wimps. Nerds, dorks, wimps, whatever. You'll never hurt me with your words. So, whatever. I'm going to critique the way I critique. Nobody wants this team to win more than me. Nobody's more vested than me in this team. Been here 30 years. Love this team. Love the organization. Love everything about it. And but that don't mean I'm a mouthpiece. And that don't mean I'm going to sugarcoat, because I'm not. If you listen or watch or whatever, or read my tweets, when they do well, I say it. And when they don't, I say that too. And if you're going to get your panties in a wad because I say and I critique, well then don't bother, okay? Because then you're just an emotional baby. You can't, look, it's an emotional game for players, but if you're going to comment about, your comments are all emotional, oh, how do you, crybaby stuff, I got nothing for you, man. You're just a baby, and I got nothing to do with you. And I don't really care to be honest with you. I wish you the best. No ill will towards anybody, man. I love people in general. But if you're going to cry about critiques, then you're not the person. You never made it back in the 95 through 99 teams at all. You'd be crying to your mama freaking every single day. But nonetheless, go Jags. Hope it's a great week of practice. I'm going to go out there tomorrow. I didn't go out there today. I'm going to spend some time for myself. Go get a good workout in, do some business. I'll be on Helmets and Heels at 2 o'clock with the girls, Taylor Dahl and Lauren Brooks. Looking forward to that, breaking down the Jags. I'll be back on tomorrow, catching up with Tommy Mack. We'll get a recap of today's day, and just a recap overall. Yeah, it should be good. Jason Miller, how are you, Jace? Bothered me the most. The D didn't come out hitting and hungry to hit and make a play, at least by appearances. I like that, man. Thanks, Dale. I appreciate you loving the show. Yeah, I agree with that, Jason. I wanted to see a little more thumping. Our defense, again, the biggest problem I've had with this team in recent years is the hype that they deliver themselves, and then they don't deliver on the field. So forget the hype, forget the talk, forget talking about how great you are. Show us how great you are, if you are, in fact, that great, and we hope that you are. All right, that'll do it for me this time around. Catching up with Tommy Mack. Make sure you check out Team Tommy Mack at TommyMack.net. I got the Morgan & Morgan hat on for the people. Pound Law, that's all. And, of course, J-Dog, junk removal and hauling for all your junk and your construction debris removal. They're veteran-owned and operated. They do a great job. You can see the rest of Team Tommy Mack at TommyMack.net. All their logos are there. You click on the logo, take you right to the respective websites. You'll see them on Facebook. You'll see them on LinkedIn. You'll see them on Twitter. I love representing Team Tommy Mack because they're always there for you when you need them. Till next time, y'all stay safe out there. Be cool. I think I'm going to do some upper body today. Get it all rocking and rolling and being ready to hit the day for the rest of the day. Hope you all have a wonderful Monday. And we'll see you next time right here on Catching Up with Tommy Mack. Peace and love, everybody. Have a great day. Hey, Tom McManus here with the Catching Up with Tommy Mac podcast on the 1010XL podcast platform. Catch it on the 1010XL app. Catch it on 1010XL.com. You can also catch it on the 1010XL Jaguars channel on YouTube. Hey, man, it's always straight from the heart, straight from the gut, all ball, all Jags, all NFL coming your way each and every week, twice a week on Catching Up with Tommy Mac. We'll see you there.